So the M100 engine 6.3, it's a standard engine. It had a new fuel pump, thank goodness, on the car when I bought it, so that looks good. I've rebuilt the fuel system, and basically I removed all the air pump for the suspension, and I put a newer, bigger alternator in the bottom there, you can just about see it, and modified the output from the oil line that used to go down into the air pump. That I returned that back into the block because I'm fairly sure that oils the chain that drives the distributor. Not sure about that, but I think it does, or drives some chain. So it might be lubricating that. So I pushed that back in anyway, just in case. I could be wrong on that, but I thought I'd do that. And then I put on a Puratronics ignition system. I think it's one of the later ones, and with the coils and so on. That did make a big difference, and also their leads. I'm going to remove the servo and this brake system and the standard one, and I'm putting in an AP braking system with a bias system adjustment. So I have that, and that's going to be coming up soon. I'm running the standard radiator with a high flow core, and also a brand new oil cooler. This is being changed. I've got an aluminium version of this already made, which I had fitted, but I wanted to set up the car first with the standard system, so I knew that everything was sort of okay until I get my head around the engine and get that tuned up, and working my way through that. And compression's good, and it was running very, very rich, but I think I've reset that and it's not running as rich anymore. But I do have quite a bit of pressure built up in the water system, so I sort of expect that there's maybe one of the head gaskets is passing a bit, so we'll have to see. But that's something, and I'm running a cone filter, so it seems to be a good job. I think probably the original system is probably as good, maybe better, but I couldn't get the pieces for the original one, they were damaged, so I went with this, and it also looks pretty cool. And I changed a lot of things like the breathers and redid all the pipe work here. It doesn't look that tidy, but this is a bit of a dry build just to see how things are going to go in the future. And then when I get sort of a bit of a run at it, then I'll be pulling the engine gearbox out and front suspension out, and then rebuilding everything properly.